EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Across the 30 to the 31.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Matt Judon there to bring him down. You look at this Bears defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Duggan will look to throw this. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing, Duggan. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right, get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. Fights forward at the 20. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Murray now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The Bears in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Throwing now is Murray.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago.
Kyle Pitts,
40 yards.
And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Well, this defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mooney, the motion man right. Omaha. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Duggan now to throw. And that's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Duggan looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's Jones on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Murray now. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Bears. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Murray on the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Quez Watkins from 17 yards out. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here is 3rd and 5. And he's going to use his legs here.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on.
There he goes, left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Quez Watkins.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Duggan. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Duggan to throw.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Milton Williams.
Coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd and 19. To throw is Duggan. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Back to throw. Dugan.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 42. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, Dugan. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
He's going to air one out. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll look to throw again.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
A final shot before break. Dugan. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
James Cook 4 yards. And the Bears are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to claw one back. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Dugan. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 6. And the Texans 1st down.
On 1st down, Dugan. Oh, and that is incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Dugan. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Dugan. Touchdown, Texans. Chase Claypool from 6 yards away. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 76 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try and run for this with Evans.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Evans.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball and cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Dugan. He's got him in. Complete. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
19 tight.
On first and 10, Dugan.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Dugan. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mustang 19.
Duggan will look to throw this. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 101 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Murray looking to change the play here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.